guys, it's Becky, and I just wanted to talk about something that I've been seeing on YouTube that was kind of new to me, that I hadn't really been aware of until I saw some people doing unboxings and making stuff with it, and that is a site called Beebeecraft. So it was totally new to me. I wasn't super familiar with it, and I was like, what is that? Is that like Temu? Am I gonna have to install an app to order from that? Why are all these people making videos for them? And it looks like they do have an influencer program. So they'll send you stuff for free that you can try out and make some videos and see what they're like. And when I was looking at some of the unboxings and some of the things that folks were making with them, they were using brands that I've bought from Amazon, like Panda Hall and like Sunny Clue and Unicraft Owl. And they're just, findings and kits and things that I've bought off Amazon and liked and bought again, and that I wouldn't personally have a problem with recommending. So I was like, all right, let's go check out this site. So I looked on the site, and they've got like 12 different brands that they sell there, including some that aren't available on Amazon. So I thought, well, let's give this a shot. let's put in an order and see what they send me. So I did, and I'm actually I'm kind of stoked about this because the Sunny Clue kits, this is a really big part of my jewelry making journey, because for the first year that I was making jewelry, I made a pair of earrings every single morning out of those Sunny Clue kits. Like, I love them so much still, and you'll see why in a minute when I unbox it for you, but you'll be able to see that. And they have like a couple brands that I think are like more prestige brands, like Honey Handy. I wasn't familiar with that at all, so I got a couple of their products, and I'll show you in a minute with that. We'll go down and look at it in detail, so I could try it out, so I could see what it's like, and so I could feel comfortable recommending it to y'all, or not if it's not. So let's see. I haven't even like opened up all of these yet to look at these. But the way it works with the program is they're like, okay, here's your dollar amount, and I didn't even hit their limit. I ordered 5 items and it was like $26. It was ridiculous. I think the only real gotcha with them is that there is a longer shipping time. So if you can afford the time to wait, it's probably better to order from there than from Amazon, because just in my price comparison, when I was like pulling up one versus another of the products, it was generally cheaper. Even when it was on sale on Amazon, it was generally cheaper on the Beebeecraft website. And there are things that are listed on Amazon that aren't on Beebeecraft, and there are things that are on Beebeecraft that aren't on Amazon. Like, there aren't as many Sunny Clue kits on Amazon as there are on Beebeecraft. But they also sell, in addition to jewelry making things, they also sell like paper crafting items, and like felt and like wax stamps and things like that. So if you have other crafting things that you're into, I'm just concentrating on jewelry making things, because I'm not a paper crafter. My mom is. So like, it's entirely possible I may end up giving her a gift certificate to them for Christmas. Spoiler alert, Mom. But yeah, they've got a lot of, it's like a Michael's. It just doesn't smell like cinnamon essential oils when you walk in the door. So, because there's no smells online. Anyway, let's go down and see what I ordered. Okay, so these are some of the things that I ordered. I got 2 different Sunny Clue kits because they have such a wide range of styles available that I wanted to show you just a little bit of how diverse they are and how wide-ranging their kits can be. These are the 2 what was it called? The one that Honey Handy. These are the 2 Honey Handy products that I ordered. And I had ordered a string of pearls too, but they were not available at the time. These are some enamel shell charms, and there are 5 of those. And this one was $1.61 for these 5 shells charms. And I got these with a project in mind. So I'll be making that probably next week, so you can see those. And I also got some of these bail beads to go with these in the project that I wanted to do. But yeah, they didn't have the pearls that I ordered, so they asked if I wanted to replace it with something. And these are the bail beads. And it's got 2 different colors, and it's 5 of each of those. And this was $2, or yeah, $2.08 for those. And the price may be different by now, by the time I'm doing this. So, you know, it's always worth checking the website, because sometimes they'll put things on sale, and sometimes they might run out of something, or it might have been on sale when I bought it. So those prices are just, they might be, they might not be. And this was what I ordered to replace the pearls, and it is a set of pearls, and they are Panda Haul. And I ordered this because I'm already familiar with a different product by a different company where they send you a set of these pearls. Wow, that's different. I thought this was going to be like silk to knot the pearls with. Okay. Instead, it is kind of a metal. But will it not? Hold on. Let me see if this knots. See how well it knots. Oh, hey, that does not. That knots pretty well. Okay. Okay. So it looks like we've got 3 different colors of this cord. But yeah, they send you these 6mm pearls that are, it's a set of different colors of pearls. And they're glass pearls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 of those. And they send you a little awl with that set. And this is sort of similar to something that you can get from another company, where they send you, it's actually strands of these pearls, not in bags, in a set that's kind of color coordinated, and then a little spool of silk and an awl like this. So I had ordered this to see if I could, you know what, maybe I'm gonna make a little bracelet or something with this. Yeah, after I'm finished with the unboxing, we'll make something, because if I can knot this, then that would be a really fun way to play around with and find out how well this is gonna work. And if I can do this, I may want to, am I gonna need to do that thing with the glue? Will it string on here easily? I'm gonna find out real quick. Whoop. It's kind of, it's got that metallic, it's kind of a stiff cord. Okay, so they're not gonna, I'm gonna need to do a thing with the end here with some glue if I'm gonna string this. So let me do the glue first, so it has some time to cure before, between now and then, so I can just grab some E6000 on the end of my finger. And I'm just, nope, that is not gonna work. I need a little more glue. Like that. And piece of plastic off of here. To shape it with. Just want it to be a stiffer point so it goes through the hole easier. All right. You know, that might have worked better if I'd cut off that raggedy end first. I'm not gonna mess with this anymore tonight. Or maybe I will. Maybe later. We'll figure out this knotting stuff nonsense later. Okay, so but this was, I really do like this color of pearls. So this one was $5.69. This whole set of all these pearls with the knotting thing and 3 spools of this metallic cord. Just like, I don't know if I can strand it on there. Maybe. We'll try it later. So that's actually not bad. Not bad. So we'll do a project with these probably later next week. Yeah. We'll take a look at this cord, because if I can knot with that would be great. Because one of the things with the other brands set is it was a little more on the expensive side, but also the silk thread that they sent in with it was too thin. It didn't knot well, it didn't hold well. Like you'd knot it and then the pearls would just slip right over it, and that's a lot thicker, so it probably would hold pretty well with knotting. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. But these are the Sunny Clue kits that I got, which are great. Like I said, the first year that I was doing jewelry making, like I did Annie's kits, the Annie's Club jewelry. I think it's Simply something, Simply Beading something like that, where you get a kit once a month and then you can complete it. But I wanted to do it more than just once a month. So I got these kits, these Sunny Clue kits that for earrings off of Amazon, and it was such a great way for me to start every day. Just sit down, make a pair of earrings, and then I could wear those earrings for the rest of the day. And like at least when I did that, I was starting my day with something right. I was starting my day with something fun. I was starting my day with, you know, a positive experience. And I would sit down with my coffee and do it. And so I wanted to share some of these, and we'll sit down and make some of these Sunny Clue kits together. I think that would be really fun. Let's pull these out so you can see what is in them. And they come with everything that you need. They come with ear wires. They come with all of the findings. They come with all of the beads. And you'll have like some charms and things. And this is kind of a Halloween-y one. I thought that would be fun to do this month. They also have some Christmas ones if you want to start heading in that direction. But yeah, so it gives you, these are the instructions. So it's basically a reference for you, saying this is sort of how you want to stack it if you want it to look this way. And they give you like step-by-step instructions for one of those. So it looks like for this one, it is this guy with the daggers that they're giving these instructions for. So step 1, add beads to the eye pin. Step 2, bend the top of the eye pin, cut off the extra part. And it doesn't tell you like how much extra or not. So I had to figure out a lot of this stuff sort of on my own while I was doing this jewelry making, but figuring that stuff out on my own really helps me with being able to plan out some earrings and being able to look at a little pile of beads and say, you're going to make great earrings together. Versus, you know, just being like, what am I going to do with these? All right, and then this is the other one. Like I said, they have like a wide variety of styles of earrings. They've got some that are like fun and flirty and romantic. They've got some that are cutesy, like just absolutely adorable. Like they make great gifts for somebody who maybe you've got a young person in your life who's interested in learning some jewelry making or making some jewelry with you. Having one of those kits where these kits where you can sit down and make some of that jewelry together. So you can see this is much more of a like grown-ups are gonna wear these versus my skull and crossbones over there on the other side. But they've got some really great designs that these instructions teach you how to do that. So you've got like some of these bead frames that you use in these designs. Like it gives you everything that you need for this. You've got your ear wires and jump rings. Like these designs use jump rings. This one not so much. There's like a few in this one. This one has a lot more because the jump rings are used more in these earring designs. You've got your ear wires and you've got your beads and your discs, and like they're really decent. Like it's all together on that. It's decent, well made. In all of the kits that I've done, I never had anywhere like part of it was broken or part of it was missing or anything like that. I think the only problem I had was there was one kit where the eye pins that they sent, or head pins, were too short for the design that they had. So I just made a loop about part way through the stack and just did the others with eye pins. So there was just a little more dangle in my jangle. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. So this is something that we can do. I can open up these kits and we could just make a couple of earrings together. And I'll do a video with that later, either this week or next week. But yeah, so Beebeecraft seems to be pretty legit. I like the prices. They sent stuff out. It took about, it wasn't quite 2 weeks for it to get to me, but it was more than 10 days. So again, if you need something like the next day, you might want to go to Amazon so you can get set like 2 or 3 day delivery, because it's never next day delivery anymore, is it? But you can get a faster delivery that way. But if you can afford the time to wait, it's going to be probably less expensive if you bought from Beebeecraft, if you're going to buy these brands anyway. And yeah, let me see if this will slide through these pearls now, because I would love to see if I can do some knotting on this with it. You know, I might need to use a needle for this, like a beading needle. In order to do that, I've got my wide eye needle. So I just really want to see if I can get this strung on here, because that's going to tell me whether this is something worth purchasing or not, if the cord that they send doesn't work with it. So I got my wide eye beading needle. I'm just going to put the end through like that and hope that this little bend down here isn't going to be too wide for the bead hole. Okay. All right, let's get some of these guys strung on. And then I can start doing some knotting on them. gonna see how this works. And I can show you guys pearl knotting. This is actually working really, really well using this large eye needle. All right, I could probably string on more later or not. It's just, I don't know how many I'm going to need for this. I can remove extras if I need to. Because the knots will take up some space between each of the pearls. They'll also eat up a lot. All right. Just gonna make a little slip knot here at the end. I can undo if I need to. And then I'm gonna cut this here. I'm going to make myself a knot right here. Slide this pearl next to it. All right, now. I may be making this more complicated than it needs to be, but basically you want to make an overhand knot. And then before you tighten it, you want to get your awl in there next to the pearl. Not through it. Let's tighten it manually a little bit. I think you can use your finger to push it against there if you want. But to get it real, real tight, you're going to hold the awl there next to it and tighten it against that. It is sliding around. There you go. So now there's a knot on both sides of that pearl. And then you slide the next pearl next to it. You've got that space between it. Okay. It can be a lot easier if it's laying on the ground when you do it. And there's another knot. So having these colors is kind of fun. because like this is kind of like an antique coppery color. It looks great next to these like apricot colored beads. Okay. That didn't get close enough. So there's a little extra space and wiggle room between them because I didn't knot that close enough. That's fine. I am not an expert at knotting. But this would be a fun way for me to do some practicing with that. So with the pearls on the end, I'm just crossing it over my fingers like this, and then I can slip the pearls through that loop that I made, and that makes my overhead knot. Come on, friend. It does work a little bit easier if it's on something. There are like knotting tools that you can use where it'll like hold it there while you're doing all of that. But yeah, this cord seems to be working good for knotting. All right, so A+ for that. These glass pearls seem to be pretty good. I don't see a lot of like missing paint or anything. No dings in the finish. That's normal. I see that in pretty much every glass pearl that I've seen. Has a nice luster to it, which is what you want. So yeah, I make a little loop and then I just swing these pearls between my fingers. Like that. Naughty. And I can probably keep doing this until I get it to bracelet length. All right, so this is about the length that I want. I'm going to want some room for clasps and a little bit of an extender chain. So I'm going to go ahead and knot on my last bead. And I don't have to pass the bracelet through because I don't have any other beads on this end. So I can just tie my knot. Pin that down. Push it down. And this is actually knotting really, really well. Any faults in this bracelet, by the way, are the fault of me and my terrible knotting skills and not this this thread or this cord. But I went and grabbed some little clamshells to go over the ends so that we can have a closure, a little lobster clasp, some jump rings, and a little bit of chain that I can just use for closure because I like having a little bit of chain to hold on to when I am putting on bracelets. So for this, I'm going to be putting the end of my cord through this hole in the bottom of this clamshell. And this is probably going to be real fun to do. All right, so it went all the way through. Then I'm going to want to make a knot inside here. And I'm going to use this again so that I can move that knot close to the end of this. And I probably should have left myself a lot more cord to play with on this end. Note to self next time, leave like 4 or 5 inches. Come on, buddy. There we go. So now I've got a knot. I want this knot to be in here right next to this hole and not like 10 feet away from where the bead is. So I'm just gonna tighten this and move it at the same time if I can. Okay. So now that I've got that knot in there, you can put a drop of glue in here if you want to help it stay. Keep it from unknotting. I'm just gonna cut off the end of this cord. Maybe I'm gonna use some better scissors for this. Ones that I can get in closer with. Like these embroidery snips. There we go. Then you can just pinch your clamshell closed around that knot and then attach your closure to the end. That should hold it pretty securely. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Might be a little bit easier with a longer cord. The tying of the knot is way easier. Right, come on, buddy. This part you still want to be fairly careful about. Make sure you're tying the knot inside and not around the clamshell, like mine was just trying to do. All right. So now I've got a knot in there. I can snip off the end. Like this is just a real quick make. I did not plan this. All right. Now I've got my, let's use these and these. So you can open and close some jump rings. Yeah, I was just gonna unbox tonight. I wasn't gonna make anything. But you know what? I felt like it. I wanted to see how the knotting went with this. I was not expecting this cord. I thought it was gonna be like silk, but you know what? It's not a bad thing to include with a box of pearls. And the thing about these is that while the other company had a wider variety of colors and of the sets, I think there was just this one color on the website. They might have more. Maybe they're restocking, but this was what they had available, or this colorway, and I'll pull them out in a minute to show you. We'll do a thing with all of them, and I think that should probably be long enough. There we go. And this chain is fun because it's not soldered shut, so you can just twist open your links and close them up again. It's real fun that way. I may end up making that shorter than it is, but for right now I want. We'll see how it fits once I get it on here. I may end up removing several links. In fact, you know what, Becky, don't close it yet. I can hear you shouting, guys. You forgot to put on your chain. Thanks. You're helping. All right. And that's why I like having a chain to hold on to. Yeah, I'm probably going to be maybe removing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these links, because we don't need that much chain hanging down from there. There we go. A little knotted pearl bracelet with my $5 box of pearls and cord, and I've got so many more left. So much more left. All right, let me get these colors. So there's this nice apricot color. There's this really buttery, lemony, buttery, more buttery than lemony yellow. You've got white pearls. You've got champagne color pearls, like next to the buttery lemon, they're like more champagne-y. And you've got these darker kind of, like these are more apricot-y, little on the orange side. This is more like rose gold color. And then there were these like off-white ones. I went ahead and stuck it in here so that when I do this project, I've got all of these together. But these were also part of this little Beebeecraft shipment. So I got all of these. I got both of these earring kits, and got a packet of charms and some bail beads. So that's everything that I got for $26. And the threshold, by the way, for shipping on there is $25. It's really low for what you get. So it's something. Check them out. I have a coupon code that they gave me that you can use for a discount. I will put it in the description of this video. It'll be down in the description below, and a link to their site. And I'll put a link to each of these products if you wanted to check it out yourself and get some of these. I will next week probably make my project with my pearls and charms and bail beads, and also sometime maybe the week after that we'll sit down and make some earrings, because I might do this a little bit closer to Halloween with our little Halloween beads. And these we can make anytime. They're not holiday specific, but I'm really pleased with the customer service that I got. I'm pleased with the selection that they have there, and the prices are fantastic. The only thing that you need to worry about with them is the shipping, but if you've got the time to wait, it's worth it, I think. So check out Beebeecraft, and thanks for watching. Bye!